Good evening. Welcome to Divine Speech in African Traditionalism. I am your host, Augustine Ayinbisa Ayela. To seek permission to speak, I rise before my father and my mother, the two individuals who taught me right from wrong. I rise before my grandfather and grandmother, whom I call my first ancestors. I rise before the deities, the land deities, the water deities, and the sky deities. I rise before the goddesses, especially the goddess Ma'at, to grant me balance so that I present this topic without offending another human being. I rise before the gods, especially the god Jehuti, the god who taught human beings how to read and write, to give me the power of speech to inform and not to insult. And finally, I rise before the Supreme Being, Amon-Re, the amalgamated rulers of the universe, to give me staying power so that I present this show in its entirety. With this prayer, I know I'm permitted to speak. Africa Day is observed on May 25th to commemorate the founding of the Organization of African Unity in 1963. On May 25th, 1963, 30 out of 32 independent African nations signed the Charter of the Organization of African Unity, OAU, in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Even though in 2002, the precursor OAU became the African Union, AU, the date remains and continues to be the day Africans on the mainland, as well as those in the diaspora, come out in their numbers to celebrate the founding of the only organization in Africa, the OAU, with the goal of unifying the states and people of Africa. Africa Day was observed on May 25th in the Bronx at Al-Iman Community Center at 2006 Westchester Avenue. Organized by the African Union Day Foundation in collaboration with United African Congress, the African Advisory Council, New York City Council, as well as New York State Assembly. This celebration brought in a crosswalk of Africans, African Americans, African Caribbean Americans, African Brazilian Americans, and especially the Garifuna people of Central America. Among the dignitaries in attendance were Queen Mother Blake of Harlem, Ambassadors Jean Francis R. Zinzio of the Republic of Benin, Dr. Josephine Ojiemo, also Ambassador of Kenya. The most notable attendee was the ailing but still vibrant Congressman Charles Rangel of the United States House of Representatives. He was a keynote speaker. This year's celebration culminated with the launching of the Africa Rapid Relief Mobilization, ARRM, supplementary relief project with the goal of training Africans in their millions to manage disasters when it occurs in Africa, as well as within nations of African ancestry. Divine Speech in African Traditionalism was on hand to record the event for history and posterity. Let us watch the opening of the event by Miss Grace Imo, followed by prayers in Islam, Christianity, and African traditionalism.
I greet you all. You are all welcome. We're very happy to celebrate this day with all of you. And this year anniversary is taken to a whole new level. We will be redefining the dancing behind the drums. It will be a lot of things to discover, and it will be a lot of entertainment in the house. So just sit tight and enjoy every little bit of it. We now call Mohammed Alu and Bishop Rosario to do the open prayer for us. Thank you.
بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله إن الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل ملائكة المقربين وعلى عباد الله الصالحين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. We are taught in Islam before we begin anything at all, we have to begin in the name of Allah. We have to call for His guidance and protection and making sure that this sitting, this gathering, the way we start in a beautiful manner like this, may God bless it. Whatever we are going to say, may Allah in His wisdom make it easy on the lips of those who will speak, and may Allah accept all these things and put it in the, so that it becomes something good and righteous as we go along. So we begin in the name of Allah, and we're hoping that Allah, inshallah, will also conclude with the name of Allah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He made man, and out of one blood we all come together. They call Him the creator of the human race. He gave us life and gave us peace and gave us unity. And we pray that that peace and unity that we need to have in this day and age may move in our hearts and in our lives, and that we may become one with God, one with our Creator, one in peace, and that we may be one family made of one blood, so that the blessings of the Lord will always be with us. And if religion and denomination were to save us, we will be saved. God the Creator is more than a religion. He is our Heavenly Father. And may His peace be upon each and every one of us that are present and those that have gone home to be with the Lord. Peace and blessing be upon each and every one. Now I'm going to play.
I call the ancestors of Africa. I call the rivers of Africa. I call the mountains of Africa. And I call the gods and goddesses and the Supreme Being. I call the ancestors of the land that we are in today, America. I call the rivers. I call the mountains. And I call all those people who have lived and have gone home to look at us, to help us, to help Africa for all the problems she's going through. I make this prayer so that our ancestors will help us, so that this meeting here today will be meaningful, that this relief organization that we are about to embark on will succeed. So in the near future, disasters in Africa
can be taken care of by Africans. This is my prayer. In the name of the land, these two lands that we are from, America and Africa, I say, thank you.
We thank you, Mohammed, thank you, Bishop, and thank you, Priest. We thank you, everybody, for your participation. We will now call Famu to come and do the welcoming address. Famu is AAC, African Advisory Council Chairman. Can you please come and do the welcoming address?
The future of any people, a nation, a continent, rests on her young people. When the youth of a nation, or in this case, an entire continent, is well educated, they can manage the affairs of their land as the older generations retire and depart for the afterlife. When the youth are capable, then the future of their land is bright. It was in this vein that Africa's young pioneers, young ambassadors rather, stepped forward to present to the audience the various sections of Africa, highlighting the states within their regions, which they refer to as their constituents. Finally, they were challenged to name all 55 nations in Africa as we know them. Let us watch.
And good evening. Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together, to defend our liberty and our unity. O sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Let us all unite and sing together to uphold the bonds that frame our destiny. Let us dedicate ourselves to fight together for lasting peace and justice on earth. O sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Let us all unite and toil together to give the best we have to Africa, the cradle of mankind and fount of culture, our pride and hope at break of dawn. O sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Lubna Alouet. I represent the northern states of our African Union. My contributions include Algeria, Libya, Morocco, Tunisia, Western Sahara, Egypt, the birthday of civilization and home of mysterious wonders. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Fatima Baude. I represent the western states of our African Union. My constituents include Benin, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mali, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Togo, Ivory Coast, Mauritania, Niger, Guinea-Conakry, and Senegal, the home of the Renaissance and Gary's Islands, point of no return for innocent Africans heading to the west to be enslaved. Mahalo Nui Loa.